Sunday is fun day here at MTG Burgeoning, and in today's video we are going to continue building around Morophon the Boundless, our oh so beloved changeling commander, and we're going to continue building around him and our rat colony deck. Welcome back to MTG Burgeoning, your channel for all things Morophon. There he is, folks. It has already piloted our human legend build. It has already piloted our budget slivers, and we are so close to completing our rat deck. If you have missed any of the previous episodes of this series, you can click on the link in the description below, and it'll take you right to our past videos. As I said, we are building around the rat colonies. We're not sure at this point exactly how many different rats we're going to include in this deck, but the number will be plentiful. So let's stretch these babies out. Oh yeah, because there's never just one rat, folks. There's all rats all over the place. There they are. All kinds of rats. Rat colonies for days. And briefly so far, these are the cards that have been included in this deck. Jet Medallion, Herald's Horn, Bantu's Monument, Allurin, Thrumming Stone, Blood Bond March, Secret Salvage, Immortal Servitude, Altar of Dementia, Phyrexian Altar, Skull Clamp, Elemental Bond, Beast Whisperer, Nantuko Shrine, Patriarch's Bidding, Doubling Chant, Piper of the Swarm, Ogre Slumlord, Marrow-Gnar, and Leyline of the Void. Those are the cards already included, and in today's video we are going to include another chunk of cards. We're going to call these cards our rat support cards. They're going to help out the rat colonies in combat. They're going to help get some rat colony specific cards into our hand to help make sure that our rat engine revs as wonderfully as these sweet vermin want it to. So of these 8 cards, let's start with the first one. And that's going to be Pack Rats. For 1 and a black, we have a rat that's power and toughness are equal to the number of rats we control. By tapping 2 and a black and discarding a card, we put a token onto the battlefield that's a copy of Pack Rat. Like I said at the opening, folks, there's never just one rat. There's always more. And Pack Rat is going in. 1 copy, soon to be many copies of Pack Rat. Alright, card number 2 of this little octet of cards to be included in our rat colony deck. It's a little outside the box thinking here, but we're already making sure that the toughness of our rat colonies is staying at 1 as a way in which to take advantage of Skull Clamp. So why don't we include another card that will help take advantage of having toughness of 1 creatures, and that will be a copy of Tetsuko Umezawa, Fugitive. This uncommon legendary human rogue from Dominaria is a 1/3 for a 1 and a blue, and creatures we control with power or toughness 1 or less can't be blocked. So for the purposes of all of our different rat colonies, Tetsuko Umezawa will make them unblockable. So that's going to be a great card to include and a way to surprise our opponents, because who's going to expect to see Mr. Umezawa in our rat colony deck? Alright, so keeping an eye on combat, we are going to include a copy of Akroma's Memorial. It's a legendary artifact, casting cost of 7, and creatures we control have flying, first strike, vigilance, trample, haste, protection from black, and protection from red. So we're taking all the very best of Akroma's keyword abilities and slapping them on to every single creature and rat that we have in this deck. In conjunction with Tetsuko Umezawa, we have what should be an unstoppable rat machine. Okay, next up, we are going to take a look at a host of different tutors, because as you can remember from some of the cards already included in this deck, we have quite a rat engine that we want to make sure we can get up and running as quickly as possible. And in order to do that, we need a handful of rats and any combination of the cards we've already seen. And the following cards will help get those cards into our hand. One copy of Vampiric Tutor. We're familiar with that. It's a black, it's an instant. We search our card for a library. We search our library for a card. Yeah, fun day. Too much fun yesterday. We search our library for a card, shuffle our library, put that card on top, lose 2 life, all at instant speed. And to pair with Vampiric Tutor, we are going to also include a copy of Demonic Tutor. Best tutor in the format, 1 in a black. Search our library for a card, put it right into our hand. And we are also going to include a copy of Demonic Tutor version 2.0, and that's a copy of Diabolic Intent. It is a Demonic Tutor, except as an additional casting cost, we'll have to sacrifice one of our creatures, but the effect is still the same. We search our library for a card and put it directly into our hand. As I said, Diabolic Intent is Demonic Tutor version 2.0. All right, that's 6 of 8. And for the purposes of tutoring effects, the following card still checks those boxes. It is a great deal more expensive to cast from a mana resource perspective. However, well, why don't we just read it and you guys can tell me what you think of including this card in the 99. Emergent Ultimatum. 2 black, 3 green, and 2 blue. We search our library for up to 3 monocolor cards with different names and exile them. An opponent chooses one of those cards, shuffle that card into our library. Then we may cast the other cards without paying their mana costs, and then we exile Emergent Ultimatum. So, if we need to, we pair one of our tutors, or we just pick all 3 of our tutors and just get the cards that we really need. So let's take a quick look. Aside from the rats that we see in front of us and Tetsuku Umizawa over here, let's take a look at some of the monocolor cards that would really help us get our rat engine revving. There's the copy of Leyline of the Void, of course. Let's see, the Doubling Chant. The Patriarch's Bidding would work very well. The Elemental Bond will work very well. Secret Salvage. The Illumin would most likely be card selection number 1. So we have a great number of monocolor cards already included in this deck that would be perfect targets for Emergent Ultimatum. And even if we don't, and so we're looking for some artifact cards, or maybe the Blood Bond March, or something that's not monocolored, then we'll just pick each one of our 3 tutors. They gotta pick one, we cast the other 2, and maybe we end up getting an Akroma's Memorial and or an Immortal Servitude, and we just bring all of our rats from the graveyard. Yep, it's gonna work, folks. Emergent Ultimatum. So, as you can see, with this particular episode of our series, we're including our first blue spells with Tetsuku Umizawa Fugitive and Emergent Ultimatum. Prior to that, we only had black and green spells, so we were starting off with the Golgari build, but now we are going to splash some blue into this deck to make it a Sultai build. I mean, Morophon gives us access to all 5 colors. I don't foresee us including anything that has to do with white or red in this deck, so just sticking with the Sultai colors, we'll have a way in which to really optimize the rat engine that we're trying to build. Last card for today, card number 8, Heroic Intervention. Instant for 1 and a green, permanents we control gain hexproof and indestructible until end of turn. That will help to keep our opponents at bay in case they have any intents of malice by disrupting our game-ending combo with all of those lovely, cute vermin stretched out before you on top of our beloved Changeling Commander, Morophon the Boundless. And folks, that is it for this episode. Next time we meet for Sunday is Fun Day, we will complete The spell portion of this deck, we will include the rest of our ramp, the rest of our removal, and some disruption spells as well. And then we'll be able to calculate exactly how many copies of Rat Colony will be included in the 99. And this is MTG Burgeoning, your channel for all things magic.